Rick Smith for howtosellyourvideos.com. I'm here in front of the Red Giant booth. I'm with Harry.
Hi.
I've been following plugins and editing software since the dark ages. Yeah. And you guys are what I would call the 800-pound gorilla in the room, pretty much. I mean, it's Red Giant, and you are a giant in the plug-in industry. And so can you tell us, what's new this year?
Sure. We have a number of different areas that we focus on, and we've got new products kind of all over the board. We have a new version of Denoiser, which is targeted at a wide variety of applications, but mainly for DSLR market. They have inherent problems with low light or perhaps with compression artifacts that just introduce a certain amount of noise into the shot. And that noise can be, like I said, low light, or it could perhaps just be the compression artifacts laid in with the detail. So there's a number of problems to tackle when you're trying to remove noise from an image, if it's a flat, dark area, if it's a detailed area, or somewhere in between. So you have to break up the image, analyze it in different ways, and get in and start removing that noise, but preserve the detail. And do that over time so it doesn't actually flicker. So there's a lot of challenges in the denoising process. Denoiser II we just rebuilt from scratch to tackle those problems. Currently it's shipping for Adobe After Effects, but it will be shipping for Final Cut 7, Final Cut 10, Adobe Premiere, and Media Composer. Beyond Denoiser, we're also shipping one of our flagship products, Magic Bullet Looks, which is I would call it a color grading tool. You can do color correction with it as well, but it's mainly meant to enhance the storytelling process of evoking certain emotion or mood, or just taking your images and guiding the overall look and feel of the image, creating a look. And the Looks interface is designed around that process of color. So we've had it around for a number of hosts. Final Cut 10 is the new player on the market, and we've just shipped it out for Final Cut 10. So it's also, and as I also mentioned Denoiser, which also will be moving to Final Cut 10. So beyond that, for motion graphics or visual effects artists, or anybody that does a little bit of motion graphics or effects, we're introducing Knoll Light Factory 3. So that's one of our oldest plugin, going back to 1993 or even earlier than that. Sort of bringing it up into the modern era, supporting 3D space, 3D depth, a completely redesigned lens designer to design your lens flares, new elements that allow more digital looking, like either sci-fi or that kind of stuff. So new stuff that kind of brings it into the modern age, and just allows for more flexibility and just kind of bring it up to date. And we'll be porting that onto other platforms. So right now it's an After Effects plugin, but we'll move it to Final Cut, Premiere, that kind of stuff. Beyond that, we're also introducing an iPad app called Arsenal. And in and of itself, initially, it's hard to get excited about it. I mean, it's a portfolio. It's very utilitarian. It's a portfolio review app. So it's a dedicated environment to review images and movies on a synced live folder, like in Dropbox or on an FTP folder. So let's say, for instance, somebody's making a film. There's 8 shots that they want to send over for somebody to work on, to color correct or to do some visual effects or whatever. I can do those shots. I can render them directly to a Dropbox folder that's synced via your Arsenal app on your iPad. Those will start syncing to your iPad. You can browse them, give me feedback on them, that kind of thing. So you're not, browsing through your photo library of your kids' Easter pictures or whatever, or emailing movies around and trying to show, your client or whatever. It's a clean, dedicated browsing environment that you can actually customize, put your own logo up in the corner. And it represents some ongoing efforts moving forward, that these tools are that we're developing are not just going to be plugins, and we're a plugin company, but we're going to be doing a lot more of this stuff for the filmmaking market, for independent filmmakers and videographers.
Well, if you're in this business very long, you're going to hear about Red Giant. As I said, they're the 800-pound gorilla in the room, I think, with plugins. They've been around for a long time. And it sounds like you're being very innovative and keeping up with the times.
We're keeping busy. There's a lot more coming, so keep the ear to ground, and you'll see more stuff coming later this year.
Great. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, this is Rick for howtosellyourvideos.com.